To be clear, I'd say 70% of my clients now are coming from X.
From the time I started working with FounderBrands, within 2 months, I had my biggest month ever. My revenue almost doubled over my previous typical month.
So far, just on the deals that I'm really confident we're going to close, we're looking at a little over 500% return on investment, just with X leads coming in. The way I looked at it when I decided to say, hey, I'm going to give 3 months, really give it a try, see what happens. And so within that 3 months, already having 13 vehicles lined up that will be able to close on and deliver in 25 more than covers my initial investment.
You know, it is great to see all of the leads come in from X, and then like clients telling me that they've been following me for a long time, love the content. I see the followers continue to grow and the engagement on my account just get even more and more significant. I'm at 2,500 followers, which is significantly more than I had before, but it's not a massive account, and I'm seeing huge revenue numbers just from that small amount. I think it is cool to see the message that I'm delivering sort of spreading out in a way that resonates with folks.
You know, I've even signed clients since I've been working with FounderBrands that told me that they found me from Twitter or X. I would say that my ideal client folks are starting to follow me because the content created by FounderBrands definitely resonates with them.
All the clients that are talking with us right now are straight out of DMs. FounderBrands and their team, they've been DMing a bunch of people across LinkedIn and X, but it's not just like cold DMs. They spend a good amount of time warming up those leads and having good communication across the board. That makes it such that we actually get to speak with clients that are interested and are ready to buy.
In the last 10 days, I've had 2 posts crack 100,000 impressions, one of which is still going at 202,000 impressions today.
Most of what I was using the platform of X was to argue with Yankees fans and Phillies fans when the Astros were in the playoffs, but really I wasn't using it to build my personal brand. And so once I started working with FounderBrand, it made that shift to really letting people know what I'm all about, what I offer, bringing those leads in and getting referrals from others.
You know, I have colleagues in my industry. They're accounting owners just like myself. They are very successful. A large reason for that is because they invest in their personal brand. They have just been really crushing it and have really played the long game there, and it's paying off for them.
It's hard to talk about yourself. And what FounderBrands helped me do is answer the questions that people want to hear and have practice at doing that. So not only did I hear back from people saying, great video, I pretty quickly had people starting to reach out to me for help. I guess in terms of perception and reputation, similarly, just kind of all of a sudden had gained that with the content and the videos that I've been putting out.
We've had a couple conversations with warm leads so far, and those conversations really are just amazing. Like, they've already been following the content for a while. They already understand what we do as a business. So the calls it feels as if it's a warm call despite being cold.
I wouldn't be able to post every single day without some kind of a plan. I think one of the things that's been super helpful is that I'm getting visibility on content days, if not weeks in advance, which allows me to plan a lot more. I think the ideation and the process that the team has really executed for me has been super efficient, is a really good word for it.
When I was on X before, it was sort of just hope and pray, right? It's like you said, you post it on there, you're like, okay, this sounds good. You know, I think one of the struggles too is showing up every day and making sure that you find time and carve out time to create that content. So now it's much more intentional, and clearly showing up makes a big difference in the algorithm and makes a big difference in just kind of how people perceive me and my brand and what I'm doing for the marketplace. X has become a great source of revenue and leads for me. Creating that consistency is a huge milestone.
Before working with FounderBrands, everything was cold calling efforts, referrals, in person at different trade shows and traveling across the country, meeting business owners, getting to know them, let them know what I do. And so now they know me from X or from LinkedIn, they're seeing my content. So it makes the introduction a little bit easier. They already may know who I am or know someone that I'm working with. And then having people reach out directly for quotes or help with their vehicles directly from just seeing me on X and people that I've helped.
I believe the biggest real estate that you could take over right now is attention. So being able to be on both LinkedIn and X, which is 2 places where attention is most important because these are the highest people willing to buy, so the highest buyer intent, taking that space and positioning myself slowly but surely as an expert in the field is something that definitely has started happening ever since working with you guys. And it's really interesting to see like how fast they're able to get things. Like just yesterday, I requested a post because I recently went to an event, and that post just showed up the next morning, and I was like, oh my goodness, it's already written, it's already ready. Definitely a good service.
I've recently had a business owner reach out to me to create an LLC. She would not have known who I was unless I had been posting content. The process was super easy because she already trusted me based on the recommendation and then seeing my content online. She called me up and just wanted to get going right away. I didn't really even feel like there was a vetting process. She knew I could do the work that she needed, and it was quickly done, and it was really a joy to work with her.
I've seen just definitely some good results, more high quality quality followers. One of them is a veterinary practice. They're going to have us take care of that for them going forward. So that's a huge win. Additionally, we signed this client a couple of weeks ago. He is a consultant in a very niche industry. When I asked both of these clients, where did they hear about me? And they said that I found you on Twitter and you post helpful content.
There's already 8 other clients that have reached out, small business owners across the country that are looking to get vehicles first part of next year. So anticipate, another 20 to 30 vehicles coming in the first quarter of 26. And that's all from the content that's been produced so far this year.
So I think X has really been a great opportunity for me to kind of explore additional services based on what my clients are needing. So in a couple cases, we've developed some fleet management services that have emerged from, folks on X reaching out to me, asking questions on if I can help them in certain situations. That has been an opportunity for me to kind of grow my brand and grow my service offerings.
Having that ability to say someone is kind of driving the process and I just have to participate in it, having the FounderBrands team really kind of spearhead the marketing effort, for lack of a better description, it's incredibly liberating because it gives me time to focus on other things while still not ignoring the marketing idea.
One of the cool things about working with you guys is that it allowed me to also get better at X. I didn't realize how much time it takes to show up every single day and the impact and difference that it makes. The velocity in which, my followers started to accumulate once I started showing up after diligent posting, that really surprised me.
If you have a story to tell and you have a product that you want to get the word out, get more eyes on what you do, you're confident in what you can produce, then definitely give FounderBrands a try. I'd say if you're kind of struggling now with keeping up with demand, it may not be the right play for you, right? Because you're definitely going to grow and expand your reach.
Your personal brand is the most important thing that you can do. It's the highest leverage decision that you can make. I personally tried to build my personal brand on LinkedIn and X before, and it just wasn't my cup of tea. So you might as well just give it to the experts.
I value growing a personal brand, but when you run a business, it's harder to be consistent with those efforts. I would recommend FounderBrands to anybody that want to just really get more eyeballs on themselves, especially in regards to their prospect, whoever that might be. Anybody that wants to grow their personal brand in a high quality fashion and is willing to invest in their personal brand long term rather than wanting to get just some short term and immediate results.
What I love about working with FounderBrands is really just the ease of it. I really appreciate how y'all can listen to me. For me, it's scary to invest outside of my comfort zone. I have been really surprised how quickly it has paid off. Like I said, I had my highest month ever. I was stuck before. I didn't realize at the time that hiring FounderBrands would be a key part of moving me forward. It's really a low threshold. Try it out for a few months. If you're like me, you'll see really quickly that it's worth it.
Why should someone choose FounderBrands over another? There's a personal element here too. The folks that I've met as part of the team have been very responsive, very knowledgeable, thorough in their approach. They're not afraid to ask questions and involve the rest of the team when they need a separate perspective. I feel like they're kind of right there on speed dial. When I have a question, when I need something, I can get the support that I need. Again, you don't have to be an expert in everything. You have to be an expert in the things that you are focused on, the things that you're good at, and let someone who is an expert, who is systematic about things, handle some of those processes.
If you're thinking about getting clients from LinkedIn X, making a boatload of money, just sign with Colin right now. Honestly, be nice and quick with it.